Well, this is the time of year when many people have zucchini coming out of their ears, more homegrown veggies than they know what to do with.
Joining us now, Alli Schaack with the Cooking Shack to get a great idea for what to do with those veggies. So what have you come up with, Alli?
Yeah, so this is a chicken pesto pasta, and it's got roasted vegetables. So all your vegetables from your garden, you're going to throw into it.
You've been getting a lot of requests for things to do with the vegetables, right?
Yes.
People really struggle with this.
Absolutely. People have so many vegetables and they don't know what to do with it.
Okay. Let's start with the sauce.
So this is just a pesto sauce. So you take cream cheese, you melt it, you add whipping cream or milk if you're watching your calories. And then you just add your fresh basil. And this can be cooked before in the morning. It can be kept in the fridge.
Oh, okay.
But it's very simple, like 2 minutes. You're just melting the cream cheese basically.
Okay.
And stirring it all together.
Okay.
And then over here we have our chicken, and it has lemon juice in it and basil. And we're just kind of letting it be sauteed, kind of on a low simmer. And once the chicken is partially cooked, you can add the vegetables, because obviously the vegetables aren't going to take that long.
So what kind of vegetables are we adding today?
So we're adding broccoli. This is your red and orange and yellow peppers. Your chives.
We're just throwing this all in.
Your zucchini. And obviously if you have yellow squash, you can add that in there. Your tomatoes. Everything's just going to be simmered and sauteed together.
And one of the things that's so wonderful about all of these, like fresh vegetables, they taste different than what you get at the store.
Absolutely. The tomatoes are sweeter, everything. The squash is sweeter.
The tomatoes actually have flavor. It seems like sometimes the tomatoes that are not homegrown, they don't taste like anything.
Right, definitely. So you'll just saute this all together and just let everything kind of simmer. But also,
all the flavors going into the chicken
together, and then you'll obviously cook your pasta, you know, ahead of time.
And does it really matter what kind of pasta, whatever's your favorite?
You would like, and whatever you think your kids will eat.
Okay.
As well, too.
So then the sauce, does that go, or do you pour it over the vegetables? What's
so once this is sauteed, you'll go ahead and put everything on the chicken, the vegetables.
By the power of television, we'll just pretend that's all done, right? So we want our chicken on there,
and
load
it up with vegetables.
Yummy, yummy, yummy
and
vegetables.
then we'll add just our sauce. We'll just go directly on top. So we'll scoop some of this, the Alfredo sauce. We'll kind of scoop that on. And it's just amazing. All the flavors come together, and just a great way to use those vegetables
to use them up.
We don't want to forget about
and we garnish very good.
Because having the cream cheese and cream was not enough. You need to add a little Parmesan.
You have a little Parmigiano.
Delicious.
And how much time does this take?
So really 20 minutes.
Okay.
And this is using your time wisely, like cooking the pasta while that's cooking.
Okay.
And doing, the sauce ahead of time, it would add up to 20 minutes. But even if you did the sauce, it would be no more than 30 minutes.
Okay, so a really quick, easy way to be able to use up those vegetables. Can you give us some other ideas of things we can do? Because this really is something that people struggle with.
Absolutely. So one thing that you can do is take all your vegetables, puree them up, add your tomatoes in there, and you have your homemade marinara sauce.
And that's great with kids too, because sometimes they don't want to eat their vegetables, and if you hide it in there.
So you're kind of being the sneaky chef. That's right. Throwing it in there and they'll never know. Or you can also blanch your vegetables, cut them. Blanch them means just to steam them a little bit, put them in an ice bath, and then you can let them cool down, and then keep them in the freezer, and then you just pull them out and they're ready to go. But you can also put them in your omelets. Throw these vegetables in your eggs in the mornings.
Throw them together. Use those veggies up.
In your stews, your beef stews, add a vegetable, or puree them up and add a bisque. Do whatever you want.
That's a good idea for a bisque.
Just puree them up.
And some of the ones, I think one of the hardest ones is zucchini, because it's like
there's so much of it.
There's so much zucchini. With just one plant makes so much of it.
Right, absolutely.
So, but if you have zucchini and you don't know what to do about it, you can drop it off at my house. I did not plant any zucchini this year, and I'm so sad.
You might regret saying that. All right, Alli Schaack, thank you so much. You can go to our website to find this recipe, and if they want to check out all the other recipes that you have a website too?
Just on my website on that. It's www.thecookingshack.blogspot.com.
Fantastic. We'll put a link to that on our website as well. And coming up next, we'll have your answers to our question of the day.